I think this one is the most important part of relationship.
You need to always address those issues early though. Autonomy is one for me that is very important.
Personal space is really important when in relationship,
We all have different experiences in life. We all come from different places.
Oh, we do.
But we all come together and build as a team. Welcome to R&G Specialist Support Services. Welcome to our new podcast, where we are the expertise in the field of mental health and counselling. We're here to help people tackle some of the harder things in life and come to terms with them in a healthy way. My name's Rosina. I have here with me my colleague.
My name is Gabi Irure. Thanks for having me, Rosina.
Are your needs being met in a relationship? Better yet, what actually are your needs in a relationship? If you maybe haven't thought about these questions much before, then you're in the right place. So I have here with me Gabi. Now Gabi, what are some of the needs? There are many primary needs.
We have different type of needs, especially it depends on every individual. We have emotional need, we have trust, we have touch, we have encouragement, we have support, there are a lot.
So there are many primary needs out there.
Yeah, there are. It also depends on every individual.
So we're all different.
Different, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about emotional needs. Emotional needs are very important.
It is.
So we're talking about things like affection, support, trust and feeling safe.
That's true, that's right. In every relationship, there will be always emotional support. Like when you don't have that in your relationship or in any kind of things like that will not make your relationship move forward. It's very important for you to have those emotional needs, emotional support when you are going through the hardest time in your life.
Yeah. So support and encouragement, companionship.
Exactly, that's correct.
Do you think that's as important?
It is. It is important in all aspects of life and also impact in our relationship.
Okay. So I guess having those builds the trust and safety, doesn't it? And the understanding and empathy in relationships.
Yeah, it is. Well, it is. It is very important for that, yeah.
Okay. So moving on to psychological needs. Psychological needs are built around identity and self-esteem, the belonging, feeling that you're part of a group or a place.
It is very important to be a part of the group, especially in your community, especially if people that came from around over the world came to relocate to Australia, it's good for them to have those partnership with other group in the community. That there is a lot of different group in our society, in our community, whereby those people can embrace, which is also help in our relationship.
So autonomy is really important. Autonomy is one for me that is very important. So it's a need of personal space and independence.
That is true. It was like personal space is really important when in relationship. Aspect of whereby when you just need a time by yourself, especially whereby you just want to be on yourself, to take that time out for your personal space for you to think about what you want to do. You also need that on your relationship, a personal space.
So I guess, Gabi, that brings us into social needs. So whilst you need the independence, so being part of a community or social network is also very important, isn't it?
It is. It is very important, yeah.
So you need to be able to build connections.
Exactly.
And have a network of people that are going to help you provide the assistance and advice that you need.
Yeah, in aspect of that, how are you going to get those networking? You try to mingle yourself with the people with the community, not like put yourself out there, isolate yourself, not to be able to go out in the community. So that will also help you for the need of the relationship.
Yeah, so you would engage in activities and hobbies with others,
Yeah,
to build a
definitely.
network.
We have like football, basketball, tennis, swimming class, gym, yoga. Like there is a lot of things that you can.
Yeah, and once again, we're all different.
We all
have different
with different needs, like all different.
So the practical needs. So we all have practical needs. They might be a little bit different, but we all have them.
We do.
So the practical needs is like daily tasks, problem solving, achieving goals. So we all need help with that.
We do. We do need help. I will also need support from our partner to achieve those goals.
Collaboration, yeah.
Yeah, that's
working together. So we all need to work together.
Exactly, yeah.
Cognitive needs. So cognitive needs is something that we don't all actually think about. It's just in the back of our mind and just works autonomously on its own. So that's engaging in meaningful conversations and activities that stimulate your thinking. So gaining new perspectives and knowledge through interactions. And I guess you can only grow and get those through interactions.
That's true, yeah. That's correct.
Spiritual needs. So we all have shared values and beliefs.
We do.
Yep.
We do, yeah.
Whether they're religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs.
That's right, yeah. It is correct.
So with those spiritual and religious beliefs, we're building and finding a sense of purpose and meaning in life. So we're reaching out. How do we meet our needs in a healthy relationship?
That is where self-awareness comes in.
So identify your needs. So you're understanding your emotional, psychological, social, practical, cognitive, and spiritual needs. Being aware of what they are. So reflecting. Take time to reflect on whether your needs are being met and how you feel in the relationship. So to be self-aware, they're the steps that you need to be taking.
Definitely, that's right. Like you actually need to reflect on your past, on your present. That is what we call self-awareness. To think like, do I doing the right thing? Do I doing the wrong thing? It brings you back. You reflect for your relationship. That will make you think about how to move forward for the better for the relationship. Like self-awareness is very important.
So effective communication, Gabi, so it means to express yourself clearly. So you communicate your needs and feelings openly and honestly with your partner or the other person involved.
Also, you know what? I think this one is the most important part of relationship, communication. Rose, how we say, if you do research, I was almost about 95 or 85% of people marry destroy due to lack of communication. If there's no communication in relationship, in your marriage, things are not going to work out. It will be very hard for things to work out. We all need good communication in our marriage. That's what we call effective communication.
So 70% of communication is used by the body. Exactly. So looking and listening.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eye contact, like we having conversation now, we having eye contact, body language, our audience is watching, people are saying these people is communicating that is how communication is in relationship. You need effective communication for you to be able to achieve a good relationship.
So active listening. So active listening is sitting back, taking in what the other person's saying, and being able to let them know you're heard by rephrasing that, giving that back to the other person.
Listen before you respond. That is
Yeah. So using I statements, really important.
Yes.
So you need to be saying, I feel hurt when you do. I feel hurt when you say.
That's right, Rose. Than blaming him or her, like, oh, I said, Rose, you caused this. Gabby, you caused this. And I always say, like, instead of you saying that, let's say, you know.
So when you say that, you say, Rose, you caused this. That only gets my back up and makes me feel hurt.
Feel bad about yourself.
So it's not helping the relationship.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not helping the relationship.
So if communication isn't effective, it can be seen as manipulative and controlling.
It is.
So it should always be founded upon interest in the other person.
Exactly.
Shouldn't be self-directed.
No.
It should be supportive. Otherwise, it'll eventually be destructive.
You are 100% correct of that.
With a breakdown in the relationship.
Yeah. As I said earlier, you know, like I said, over 80% or 90% of married, the lack of communication. That is the reason why their marriage break down. You know, if there's no communication in your marriage, in your relationship, things get worse.
Yeah.
You know, it's always good to have that effective communication in your marriage. Without effective communication, now your marriage is not going to work, you know.
So you also, as well as communication, you need to have that respect for the other person.
Exactly. That's what we call mutual respect.
Right. Respecting their boundaries.
Yeah, exactly.
Establishing a healthy balance of closeness and independence.
Exactly.
Not being codependent.
That's it.
So appreciating everybody's differences. So we're all different.
We are different,
Yeah.
Rose. You like, we are different in any form of way, you know, like, I want to make this, I like, can you raise up your hand, let me show you something. You have 5 fingers. So I have 5 fingers. Those fingers, they equal, they are not equal, they are different. So that is why we have every individual, we all different. We have individual names.
So just like fingerprints.
Exactly correct.
We're all different.
We are different.
So when we have conversations, it's important to look at appropriate times and places for conversations. Sometimes the places might not be appropriate.
That's true.
You might be out and about, things are said. So you need to bring it back to a place where you can both have that conversation.
That is right. Rose, I just want to use this as an example, viewer. You know, it's just like, if I want to have a good conversation with you, you know, like maybe we have each, I want to have good conversation with you. Let me assume like you are watching football, like you love watching football, you know, maybe you bet for Essendon or you bet for Geelong.
That would be Hawthorn, Gabby.
Yes, Hawthorn, or, you know, you're watching those football. So then I'll come to you, I want to have proper conversation with you. Like, it's not going to work. You are not going to have a good listening ear to listen to me. Do you understand? Like, you will never listen to me because your attention is like, oh, you are watching football. That is what you are doing that. And that is why it's good for you to have appropriate time for you to have a good conversation.
So that wouldn't be a good time
No.
to approach me and have that conversation with me.
I just use that as an example.
Good example.
Every individual is different.
Yeah.
You know, similar things happen to every individual. So you should know the right time to have conversation with your partner so that they can take in what you are saying.
So after I've taken that in, I guess I need to look at self-care. So prioritise your well-being, engage in activities that promote your physical, emotional and mental health.
Yeah.
So for me, I always say to people, if I can't be there for myself, I can't be there for you.
Exactly.
So I always put myself first because if I don't, I'm not going to be any good to you. I make time for my own mental health and time for me to relax outside of my workplace.
Rose,
very important for me.
Yeah, Rose, that's very right. You know, you have to look after yourself before looking after somebody else. You know, like you have to love yourself before thinking of loving somebody. If you don't love yourself, you will not be able to love someone else. You have to love yourself. Like if you hate yourself, if I hate myself, I will not be able to show love to other people. That is when like self-care comes in. You need to love yourself first before loving other people. But most people may think this is, like anything, whatever you are doing, like you think, put yourself, you are the best first before bringing other in like, oh, this person is the best. So you are the first in line as a self-care. You need to look after yourself before thinking of other people. Because if you can't look after yourself, you can't look after other people.
So looking at that, I'm thinking part of self-care would be maintaining your independence.
Yeah.
For me, that's a very big thing, maintaining my independence, my own self-identity. Yeah, it's very important.
It is. It's very important for you to be able to be independent and do your...
Sometimes I think we can get lost, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, but who am I? Where am I in all this?
Rose, it's a bit tricky, like, especially with women, like, it's really hard. You know why? I always say to people, do not get me wrong, viewer, I always say to people that women should be more priority in this world. The reason why is like, women have gone through a lot of things in life. I think women should be more giving those priority because they pass through a lot of things. They pass through bed, they cool, they nonce baby, like it's a lot of things. They go through their cycle during the month, but we men, we just think things are easy for the woman, that's when things, like if those care is not there, things get out of proportion.
Yeah, for sure. I guess we all need to compromise and negotiate though. We need to find a middle ground where we can work together to satisfy both parties.
Exactly. I think compromise is really, really important in relationship.
Yeah.
I'll make an example of this. Like, it's just like some days, like I would say to you, Rose, you love watching football, that I don't love watching football. I love watching movie. So maybe today you want to watch movie. I say, today is my time. I want to watch my football or something. You say no, like we start having issue or something. But sometimes you have to compromise. So say, I watch movie with Gabby. I want to watch like football with Rosina. We compromise with things.
So we're going to find the middle ground.
Exactly. Like to make it work out.
We're going to be flexible.
Exactly.
And we're going to adapt.
Exactly.
To fill each other's needs.
Exactly.
I guess with that, we're building trust.
Trust is important.
Yeah, consistency and reliable.
That's it.
Yeah. Honesty, transparency. So be honest and transparent in your communication, in your actions. Make sure your body language is matching what you're actually saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that it's all done in a courteous and friendly manner.
That's right.
It's good to have emotional support.
It is.
Be empathetic and understanding. Yeah. To others' feelings and their experiences, because we all have different experiences in life. We all come from different places.
Oh, we do.
But we all come together and build as a team. Exactly. So we all build something, brings a different piece of that puzzle to create the puzzle together. So with that, we need encouragement and support from each other. Build each other up.
Yeah.
Positivity. Enlightenment. Yeah.
It's very important.
So if your needs aren't being met, you would have to need to look at some conflict resolution. So how are we going to get through this, Garby? How are we going to work out what's happening if the needs aren't being met? If we can't agree on something,
all right.
What are we going to do?
Rose, as I said earlier, as I always said, is like communication. Communication is the key. If your needs have not been met, what do you need to do? Do you need to lay back on it? No. All you need to do, communicate with your partner.
So acknowledge the problem.
Yeah. acknowledge acknowledge the problem, like speak about the problem
Okay.
to try to resolve it. That is why I always say communication is almost
Okay.
it play impact in relationship 100%.
So to do that, we need to work out what the actual problem is and define the problem.
And definitely that's
Yeah.
where the communication comes in.
Okay. And then meet each other on a neutral ground.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let everyone have their say, just like we are.
Yeah.
Listen to each other. Be
Exactly.
mindful of each other.
Exactly.
Try to agree on a solution. Bit of a hard one.
It is.
Sometimes I guess you need to, as you said, if you've got A and C, maybe meet at B, in the middle.
Exactly, yeah.
Give and take. So we're going to agree on the solution. We're going to determine what the role is for both of us in that solution. Yeah,
To achieve the goals.
that's right.
Yeah.
You need to always address those issues early though, because I think if you sit on them, the situation gets worse and more
Exactly.
compounded.
It get more complicated, it get more be a lot of, like, it can lead to domestic violence, it can lead to a lot of
Many things, I guess,
Yeah.
health issues, which we will address.
Yeah.
So you need to listen carefully with your eyes and ears. Shared goals and activities. Set common goals where you can have time together as well as apart.
That is
Find
important.
activities that you can enjoy together with your partner, but still maintain and create your independence. So if these needs aren't met, they can create anger, stress, different sorts of behaviours, unwanted behaviours. You can withdraw, pick arguments with your partner, begin to feel very resentful of your partner or the relationship that you're in. Some people even seek emotional and affection elsewhere to counteract the needs that aren't being met in the relationship. If you hold on to some of these feelings, they can create things like high blood pressure, coronary disease, migraines and headaches, strained eyesight, depression, digestive issues, cancer, loss of libido.
That's correct.
In our next podcast, we'll move into discussing controlling behaviours and how these behaviours can be brought on by our needs not being met.
Well, as we said earlier, in our next podcast, we're going to discuss a lot controlling behavior. You are the viewer, like you have been passing through a lot of controlling behavior through emotional stress and through, like, we have different type of names, that is the reason why we go through these broadcasts for us to express how we feel about our name. Our next episode, whereby we are dealing with controlling behavior. There's a lot of controlling behavior out there that lead to so many women dead, so a lot of people commit suicide around the world, what are the triggers about those controlling behavior? Nobody knows some of them.
Yeah, so what are the needs and the triggers behind these behaviours?
What actually we go through today.
So there's a thing that is called the activating event.
Exactly.
So what the event is, the behaviour behind the event.
Yep.
And every behaviour has a consequence.
Exactly.
So it's called the ABC model.
That's it. That is what we go through today. So where those needs have not met, that is when controlling behavior start kicking in.
So let's ask the audience, what are the needs that aren't being met in their relationship? Do they find that the needs are really important within their relationship? What else can they do differently to support their partner's needs in the relationship?
Audience, as you can hear, those needs, can you please put your comment below and express yourself? What are the needs of your relationship? You can put that comment on below and start following us on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok. So we are going to be bringing a lot of episodes to educate about relationship, about marriages, about things about domestic violence. We have the expert here. We have been through a lot of them. We personally have been through domestic violence situation. I think Rose have also go through some certain personal issue. So we have those experience to bring in to also advise our viewer out there that this is what we think is right for them.
So I just want to say before we go, seek professional help if needed.
It's important.
This podcast is bringing, or might bring, a lot of things to mind, up to ground, where they've been buried. So consider seeking the help of a therapist or counsellor to work through these complex issues. By actively engaging in these practices, you can help ensure that your needs are met in a healthy and balanced way, fostering a more fulfilling and supportive relationship. Please, if any of this has resonated with you, please feel free to contact R&G Specialist Support Services. We offer a range of services including counselling, and we are available between the hours of 9 to 5. We can do a video call, phone call, or you can make an appointment to drop in. If we are not available, please seek help from a 24-hour service like Lifeline.
Thank you, viewer, for watching. We do appreciate everyone that is watching here today, and I want you to follow us on our Facebook page. Please follow us on our Facebook page. Also follow us on our YouTube out there, and also follow us on our Instagram page. Follow us. You will be going to be having a lot of episodes coming. You will never miss out. And also drop your comments on the comment section. We are going to respond to all your comments, all your names. We are here to help you. Please, 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 please follow us, and may God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye.